It is Friday the 12th of July 2024. We're looking at Notre-Dame de Bonsecours Chapel from the Concord Bridge. If things are a bit shaky, it's because the bridge is a bit shaky. The focal length is 600mm. That's a 300mm lens with a 2x teleconverter on it. Sort of changing things around a little bit today. I'm expecting the sun to set behind the statue of Mary. Not sure exactly how accurately it will be aligned, but that's why I have another camera, which I'll be using handheld, so I can quickly adjust. So there we got a pretty big shake from a couple of cars going by. But we're just going to let this video roll, as it were, and we'll just let the sun do what it does. We may adjust the exposure a bit. We may raise the shutter speed at a certain point, but I should get that other camera ready. That was kind of nice, the seagull flying into the sun and disappearing into it, as it were. Alright. It's just sort of almost set up here. Alright, not so bad. So, using a 400mm lens on the other camera, and looks like even I'm shaking here. I don't know if that's shaking or not. But there's cars coming by, so it will shake when cars come by. It's nothing I can do about it. Perhaps if there was an image stabilization on the sensor, which there isn't on this camera, it might make a difference, but I have a feeling the vibration is so much that even with a vibration reduction on the sensor itself, it might be a little bit better, but I don't think it will. That's a bus going by. It's just not a very stable platform, this bridge, so we just have to live with what we've got here. Just debating adjusting things. Okay. So, yeah, for now the exposure looks pretty good. Got that burnt out white blob of a sun, which is typical for digital. That's just the way things are. And so I'll take a couple more stills. got here. Okay, I'm going to adjust the exposure so it's a bit darker. Maybe get a bit more definition in the sun. So we're at a 6/40th. I believe the f-stop's 16. It's 8 on the lens, but you have to add 2 stops for the teleconverter. And yeah, it looks like the sun is still a little on the high side in terms of setting directly behind the Statue of Mary. So for another day or 2 or 3, assuming the weather's decent, we can get an alignment with the sun right behind Mary. I would actually have to move somewhat to my left to get it more in alignment. So what do we got here? Oh yeah, not too bad. As I'm not moving this camera. Oh, it's aligning quite nicely. Maybe slightly on the high side. See that bus, big double-decker bus coming, right? Shaking everything. Hopefully things will settle down a little bit now. Too bad. I'm not going to move too much myself. A couple of bikes. What do we got here? Oh, very nice. Very nice. This is very close to what I want, actually. It's sort of the Mary as the pupil of the eye, as it were. So, it seems the alignment was pretty well bang on, actually. Couldn't really be much better in terms of having the sun around Mary. I think I might have done better in the video than in the stills photo, some of them anyway. So, we did okay. We may or may not come back tomorrow night. I have many photos and videos from previous years. So, it's not, okay, let's just open this up again. There we go. So, yeah, it would be nice if digital cameras did a better job of recording very bright light sources like the sun instead of burning them out, but I have to work with what I got. And this is what I've got, which, by the way, is a Nikon D800. Probably had it for about a decade now, this little camera. It's almost an antique. Anywho, that's it. We're not really going to take too many more still shots. I'll have a look at the back of the camera here, so you know that. Happens, I would say today, that is the 12th of July, which is 22 days after, 3 weeks after the, 3 weeks after the summer solstice. So 3 weeks after the summer solstice is pretty much the day of the precise alignment. You'll give or take a day on either side. Give or take a slight change in position here on the bridge. And then of course you can go 3 weeks before the summer solstice sunset to get the similar images. I set the camera up here because I wanted that gap to the right. I wanted where you see the cherubim, there's that gap. If I move to my left, then eventually it blends in with the building in the background and you don't see the cherubim so much. So this is the alignment I want, with Mary a bit off to the left between the two churches. You know, if I want Mary directly centered between the two spires, then yeah, the cherubim gets blended in with the building in the background there. For certain purposes, it's better to have Mary blended in. So that's it, we're done. We don't see the sun at all anymore. The twilight's last gleaming has gleamed, as it were, in terms of this angle. I'm actually seeing a little reflection off of some glass to the right. Nothing to write home about. I'm not changing the camera angle. But yeah, no, we didn't do too badly with this video, and didn't do too badly with the stills, although in hindsight I should have took the stills more from the camera angle. The tripod camera angle was a bit off to the left more than I needed to be. Let's have another, oh, that's not so bad. Let's have a closer look at that. Not too bad at all. Yes, that's not bad. So yeah, I got some good stills out of this, and I got some pretty good video. I think that's it. I think I'll call it a night as far as this image is concerned. I see a nice waxing crescent moon off to my left. A couple of handspan and a half above the horizon. I'd say it's about it's more than a third full, but not half full. Not in the first quarter yet. So it's very high. Can't really juxtapose it with anything other than a double exposure, which I'm not going to do. So yeah, we're done. We're going to stop rambling on here, and we'll see what we want to do after this.